my next guest, regular on the James Show now, Kate Lincoln-Goldfinch. She's an immigration attorney. We don't always see eye to eye on these issues, but she's pretty good at this whole debate thing. So, Kate, welcome back on.
Hey, how you doing? Happy Memorial Day.
Yeah, I can't believe we have you working on Memorial Day. Thank you very much for giving us your time on a holiday. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it with both feet. ICE has found their new favorite place to arrest immigrants, illegal immigrants, and that is in courthouses. That happened in Miami and some other states. It actually happened here in Dallas. Do you find anything wrong with that?
I do, of course. Yeah, it happened all over the country. The people that they're targeting are folks who entered in the last few years under the Biden administration, and they're appearing for their court hearings where many of them are seeking asylum. And what the ICE attorneys are doing is they're offering to dismiss their case in court. And many people would accept the dismissal because they don't have to go to court hearings. They can file their asylum application affirmatively. So they would agree to the dismissal, then walk out of the courtroom to ICE officers waiting to detain them. So it was a trick, actually, against many of them. And it'll be interesting to see what they do about that moving forward, because now everyone is going to be aware of what they're up to. But for the first, day or so that they used this trick, it worked on a lot of people.
Not just you, but a lot of other critics have gone on the record. They don't like illegal immigrants being arrested in courthouses or in schools or in hospitals or in certain other public places. Is there an ideal place in your mind for illegals to get arrested? Well,
I would back up a minute and say, are these the right people to be detaining? Because these are folks who came in, they were admitted, most of them, under the Biden administration. Like they might have used the, CBP One app or come in under the Cuban, Haitian, Nicaraguan parole program, or, in some way, shape, or form, they were admitted, and they're actually doing everything, the proper way. They're showing up in court and they're seeking a defense in their cases within the jurisdiction of the judge. So I would argue that these are not the folks that we really want ICE to be focusing on. But the problem is that the Trump administration wants to show big numbers of interior apprehensions. What they're going after are the folks that they already know about. They know where their address is because they go to their check-ins. They go into the courthouse because they show up at court. So they're capturing all these people who are going about it the right way, where presumably I would take issue with sort of the characterization of undocumented people as dangerous criminals, but let's say there are a few of them, and those are not these people. They're going after and wasting resources on the wrong people. So that's my issue, is who are we trying to apprehend?
Okay, but let's make let's do the fantasy land where Kate Lincoln-Goldfinch is now an ICE agent. How would you go about it?
If I were going after people that I thought were a real danger, I would be looking at people who had been convicted of crimes or who had charges pending and were released from criminal custody but had violent charges pending. Those are the folks that I would be going after, not the people who have no criminal history or apprehensions and are going about, the proper motions to immigrate.
So you would leave all the illegal aliens here as long as they don't commit the additional crimes beyond, the illegal border crossing?
These people that we're talking about, they're all already in deportation proceedings. They're within the jurisdiction of a judge who decides whether they get to stay or go, and many of them have to go. So I'm not saying whether all these folks should be able to stay or not. I think it's a case-by-case determination. But playing a trick on them and picking them up so it looks like the Trump administration is doing these big interior enforcements when, in fact, they're going after people who are not criminals. It's not only a trick on those people, it's a trick on the American public who, hear media stories and they're thinking, oh, they're going and arresting all these people. And it's like, this is very low-hanging fruit for the administration, and it's the wrong people to go after.
Well, I think one place where we will somewhat agree here is I'm concerned about how this might have an effect on legal immigrants who may be, a little shaken about, am I going to fall into one of these traps as well? What advice or sage words of wisdom do you have for legal immigrants?
I mean, I very much agree with you. We should not be going after the people who are doing it the right way, because that just teaches people not to do that. My advice for people who are in immigration court proceedings is to always have a lawyer, to always go to your court hearing. You don't want to skip your court hearing because you'll get ordered removed in absentia. And then if ICE offers you something that seems like a gift or too good to be true, don't take it. Tell the judge, I don't want you to dismiss my case. I want to be under the jurisdiction of the judge. I'm going to come to court hearings, and the judge makes the decision. And that the attorneys need to prepare emergency states of deportation, because the other thing they're doing is picking these people up and removing them immediately, so there's no way to stop it unless there's a motion filed same day.
All right, get out of here. It's a holiday. I don't want to take up too much of your time. This is the great Kate Lincoln-Goldfinch. She's an immigration attorney. Find her at Lincoln-Goldfinch, like the bird, law.